vou comer a tia do Batman. Agora mesmo eu vou lá, eu vou lá.
Hi, welcome to today's Dystopia. This video isn't about anything too specific, so in the background, I'll have footage of the greatest game of all time, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I'm releasing this video on July 6th, the 1-year anniversary of the channel. This video doesn't have an actual script. I'm guiding myself from a document right now, but it's mostly just bullet points with information. And the editing is going to be fairly bare bones. First, I want to talk about the upload schedule. It has been abysmal, but I promise a video by next month. Seriously. Next month, August 6th, a video is coming out. I promise. If I don't put out a video by then, so help me God, you can strike me where I stand. I also intend on having a better upload schedule for the second year of today's Dystopia. You know, not just 3 videos in a year, which is terrible. I definitely want to, you know, at most triple that and at least double that. With all of that said, I do want to take a quick look back at the videos I have already released. If you haven't noticed, I actually write postmortems on every video I make. If you go back to the Captain America video and the Lane video, you will see that I wrote a comment where I basically do a short self-critique in hindsight of what I think about the video, what I did right, what I did wrong, and what can be better. So starting off with the Lane video, which was my very first video, I still like the script here. It's kind of cool as an editing experiment. That was my first time ever creating something like that, a video essay, making a video from top to bottom, and it was pretty cool. The voiceover quality sucks, but that got better with time, and it's pretty fitting that it's my first video. I made this channel because I wanted to talk about cyberpunk science fiction and other things, of course, but mainly cyberpunk. And it turns out that this being my first video is just really nice. I like looking back at it and seeing that a classic like Lane is how I got started in all of this. I do feel like I didn't say enough about it. That's something that I feel a lot, but you know, you can spend hours upon hours upon hours talking about Lane and it's still not enough. So I make my peace with what I did, which was a quick retrospective about the show, and yeah, that it's pretty nice to look back. Up next is the Captain America video, Captain America the Winter Soldier. I feel like the yellow on that thumbnail is a little hard to read. YouTube allows me to edit thumbnails, I'm pretty sure, so I will probably edit that. I still have this thumbnail on Canva, which is what I use to make thumbnails, and I think I'm going to edit that a little bit for readability. But anyway, I like this movie a lot, and it was fun to write a video about it. It was fun to edit it. It's also going to be one of the few times you're going to see me, you're going to hear me, being this positive about the MCU. There's a lot of stuff that I like about it, but boy, that there's a lot more that I don't like about it. Though I don't really like making videos that are negative. I think positivity should be a driving force in my videos, and anything that is negative should contrast with it. You know, anything that is negative should be criticism that looks into things that I don't like or things that do not work for me. That is not to say that I'm never going to make a video or write a script that is about something in a negative light. It's just not my vibe. I don't really go for outrage here. I show how much I like the film, but I do end on a downer note about how it works in a vacuum, but it doesn't really work if you try to expand it. It doesn't really work in the context of the MCU. I feel like lots of missed opportunities came out after this movie, and they still haven't reached the same high. So yeah, the Captain America video, I enjoyed it. Once again, the voiceover quality, not super good. Up next, my latest video, the Spider-Man 2 video. I don't want to turn this into a post-mortem, because, you know, the video was released a few days ago. So I'm not gonna get too into it. I will say though that I feel a little disappointed in myself for not having released the video on the actual anniversary of Spider-Man 2. This actually bothers me a lot, and I'm not even joking when I say that this is the kind of stuff that makes it a little difficult for me to sleep at night sometimes. It really bothers me. It grinds my gears. But like every video before, I enjoy the process of making it. I learned a few new things while making it, and every new thing I learn, I put it in the video just to show it off, even if nobody else notices it. That thing of replacing the screen of a TV and putting footage of the movie in it, that's something I learned for this video, and I'm just happy I did. I like learning new things and getting better at editing with every video. And this was a really enjoyable experience despite the fact that, you know, I didn't release the thing in time. But, you know, what are you going to do? I'm not going to wait another year. I'm not going to wait 5 more years. If it's done, I got to release it whenever it's done. Every script I write, I'm speaking from my heart. And this was another one. I wouldn't want to waste that. With this quick retrospective out of the way, I do want to talk a bit about numbers. As of this recording, the Ling video has 288 views, the Captain America video has 266 views, and the Spider-Man 2 video has 104 views. In total, the channel has 658 views and 17 subscribers. Now, as for the subscriber count, lots of people might think that this is not a lot. I think it's huge. I think it's awesome, and I am deeply thankful. I'm flattered, really, because 17 subscribers means that 17 people heard me talk about something, and they thought, I want to hear this person talking about stuff again in the future. And then they stuck around, and that's amazing. I have presented assignments in college to less people than that, like to 8 people, to 4 people. I presented an assignment once to a professor and another student. So having 17 people following me to see what I want to say next, that's so cool. I really appreciate it. Now, this last part of the video is actually dedicated to my subscribers specifically, because it's time to talk about the future. I have already promised a video for next month, so there's that. But I also intend on playing around with YouTube Shorts / Instagram Reels / TikTok. I absolutely do not intend on becoming a quote-unquote vertical creator or whatever, and you'll catch me dead before you catch me becoming a TikToker. But these short vertical videos are actually quite interesting to me because they sound like a good tool. The vertical video platforms are a good tool to bring people from them to YouTube, to the longer form stuff, to the video essays. So I do want to do that. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. Probably stuff that is a reference to the videos, but not necessarily straight from the videos. I'm also going to do stuff that is simply just funny or fun to experiment with. And it's also a good idea for when I am in the middle of editing a bigger video. I can just drop a shorter video instead of just having a huge gap in between one video and the other. So that should be a thing that you'll see in the future. I want to make it clear that this channel's thing is not really always going to be just retrospective and anniversary videos. I know I posted 3 of these already, and there's another one on the way, but this is not going to be the bread and butter. This is not going to be the one thing that this channel does. I don't want to make just video essays that are bound by X, Y, or Z turning 5, 10, or 50 years old. So expect different videos in the future. Expect different types of essays that talk about different things. And this channel is supposed to run long. I first got the idea for today's Dystopia in 2021. I think I already knew the name of the channel by then, and then I created it in 2022, and of course my first video last year, 2023. Though even before, God, maybe high school, I already wanted to create stuff like this. I wanted to create videos, I wanted to talk about things, but for years I had a really bad computer and I had no way of editing. But now things are a little better, stuff can actually happen, and this channel has finally come to real life. It has left my head, and I'm pretty happy about that. It is a thing that it's really fulfilling to me. Putting a video out, having it out there is always something that makes me, it satisfies me a lot. And I'm just really happy that I'm doing this, and I'm happy that there are people who are actually keeping up with me. But like I said, I do intend on playing the long game here. I have a series of videos that I want to make, and they're actually the main reason I created today's Dystopia in the first place. All the way back when I was thinking about wanting to create a channel, I had this series in mind. Don't get your hopes up, because it's only going to show up in this channel probably a couple years from now, when I have all the equipment I want to have, the setup I want to have, the resources I want to have. And no joke, I checked out my little list here on my phone, and there are 42 videos planned for this mystery series that will come in the future. And that's just for this specific series, for this specific little show I want to make in the future. I actually have another list of videos, which are the regular videos that you have watched, like the retrospective stuff. And not counting the 3 videos I already made, I have 57 videos planned. So really, I am planning for the long game here, and I'm just excited. I notice that I'm getting better with time. As you can hear, my voiceover is much better now. Actually, I have a funny story about that. For the lane video, for the very first video of this channel, I bought an entry level microphone for streaming and podcasting or whatever. And this is the microphone I used for the lane video. Believe it or not, the software I used to record it was Audacity. And, you know, the quality obviously sucks. And then for the second video, I was still using Audacity as the software. But then I used my headset, which is the Havit Age 2002D, I think that's the name. And it turns out that the audio was a little better in the second video, the Captain America video, which I thought, maybe I'm doing something wrong. So I started using OBS, and seriously, the audio never got better with the quote-unquote entry-level professional microphone. It sucked. I did everything. I changed so many configurations, but the audio sounded like I was speaking from inside a tin can, and it sucked. I didn't know what to do. And, you know, there's the possibility that I'm stupid and I don't really know how to configure OBS. There is the possibility that the microphone is damaged or whatever, but I don't think that's the case. And there is the possibility that the microphone sucks. So I decided to use the headset again. I used the same configurations on OBS, and I used my headset, and it turns out that this is the quality of the voiceover that you're hearing right now. This is it. I feel stupid. I feel like a jackass. I spent way too much money. I mean, it wasn't like aggressively expensive. It was entry level, but I spent less on this headset than I did on the microphone made for streaming. So, you know, that drives me crazy. So if anyone wants to start recording stuff and they don't want to spend a lot, try to have it. I'm not paid by these people, obviously. But it's better. It's just better. I don't even know what to say. I bought this headset to play Rainbow Six Siege, no joke. And here I am using it to record stuff much better than a microphone that is made for that. So that's my sad little story for this video. And I think that will be it. Big plans for the future. I'm really happy with all the people who are keeping up with this channel. Always brightens my day to see a new comment. Always very happy to see a new subscriber. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. This has been today's Dystopia, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Sonic.